Thank you. I'm working out a glitch with the PowerPoint. Sorry about that. Okay. James, can you, you might have better luck. I don't know if it's my connection or, um, let me get to the slide. So at least, okay, let's see. Um, Well, James is getting that going. Some of the district governor goodie bags have been delivered already. More are going out and being mailed out and dropped off. So those, if you haven't gotten it yet, um, it's a bag like this. It has all sorts of goodies in it, and action figures and comic books and all sorts of good stuff. So watch the mail or your front door for that. Sign up to water or the golf outing is August 10th. CJ said earlier there's 96 golfers. We would like to get to 120. So if you know somebody who wants to golf, or they don't even have to be good, they just have to ride around in a cart and have some fun and enjoy a great day. So uh, watering the flowers in Rotary Park. That's going well. Thanks, CJ, for weeding and fertilizing. And I remember to water them this week, so I'm ahead of the head of the curve this week. DG Noel will talk about this, but Skydive for Polio is coming up on August 15th, and that's a fundraiser to end polio. Um, and he'll fill us in on that. Rat cleaning is also in the morning on the 15th. So watch your emails for a sign up genius. Got to do some maintenance and repairs on the boiler, and we're going to fire it up and get all the gunk off the racks, and and do have some fellowship at the same time. Um, August 7th is Bring Your Lawn Chair to Rotary Day. We'll be meeting in Rotary Club Park, where the over at Harold and Wing in Plymouth, and it'll be a noon meeting. So bring your lawn chair. We'll have some box lunches and a little bit of um, light programming. No official program. We'll do some few presentations, and so look forward to that. We'll also have the availability to do Zoom. We will have a computer there, so those that want to come out and physically meet, socially distanced, of course, we'll be doing that. And those that aren't able to make it or are more comfortable at another location, we'll be on Zoom for that. So more to come on that. And then I'm going to turn it over to James Geetson on the last bullet point here. So go ahead, James.
So obviously this year with the Fall Festival and the Rotary Chicken Dinner not taking place, it gives us a opportunity to embrace District Governor Noel's saying for the year to be a hero. It gives us the opportunity to come together as a club anyways and continue to serve the community, even though it might not be in our normal capacity. So we have put together a small work group that has started to put together a food drive and basic needs drive that'll happen the same weekend of the Fall Festival, which will be September 12th and 13th. And I think what's important about it is we might not be able to fundraise like we have done in years past, but we still are able to take the opportunity and serve the community in a meaningful way through a donation to the Salvation Army for their pantry. There's going to be a lot of need over the winter time for food and basic home needs, toothbrushes and toothpaste and stuff like that. So this is our chance to give to that. So it's probably going to be an all hands all hands deal, and we're going to need everybody to participate in this. So look for more information coming in the coming weeks, but we are putting something together for that weekend. And are looking forward to serving in a more physical manner instead of a financial way that weekend. in our Plymouth communities here.
Okay, thank you. And now, what we've all been waiting for, and I draw special attention to the picture of James and his new vehicle that he got there. The Sergeant at Arms, again, Mr. James. Are you ready?
Not after that. You kind of caught me off guard there, President John. I
You
like that.
like that?
Yeah, I do like that. Thank you. Yes, again, I'm Sergeant this week. It's not a rerun. Hopefully, I'm wearing a different shirt than the last time I was Sergeant. If not, I'm still doing the program, so it doesn't really matter. For those of you who don't know how this works, we're going to find you virtually because I don't have any bag people or basket people to come around and pick up the money. So feel free to just notate if you're fined, and perhaps once we get together, maybe when we have that bring your lawn chair to Rotary, maybe you can bring some money in there, or if you feel like sending money into Marie, you can do that. I think that was suggested by Super Sergeant Paul Sincock, and that is a new designation, a new ranking in our Corps. It's Super Sergeant.
James, can we use Bitcoin?
No. The last thing we need is some more hacking around here. No, we'll be okay. Interestingly enough, that picture, I believe President John got from Facebook. And
Yep.
I enjoy going on Facebook to see who's the first Rotarian who's going to show up on my feed. Well, for that picture, we're just going to go ahead and find John Bazubas $1 because that's just awesome, but we'll find you for that. And as I'm scrolling, I don't even see a Rotarian. The first thing that pops up on my feed, Rotary related, CL Finland and Son. A nice little ad. So I'm going to find Kurt Cohn, $1 for that. And while I'm thinking of it, I want to find you another $1 for the fine work that the good people over at CL Finland did as ambassadors for the Plymouth Chamber golf outing this Monday. So I enjoyed meeting some of them. I would find Denny Hyman because he was the first person to comment on my anniversary post yesterday, but I'll leave it alone. He was nice about it, so I'll leave that alone. However, Mary Lou Stone. Hello, Mary Lou. I wasn't going to find you because what you said, your comment was congratulations on finding someone who would put up with you for 28 years, something to that extent. And I thought it was fun. And I said, well, I'm not going to find her. She made me laugh. But then I read it to my wife and she agreed. So with that, I'm going to have to find you because I can't find her. I live with her. I am still in a good mood. Good anniversary. And today the Tigers are starting baseball. I'm a baseball guy. I love it. It's a time to be optimistic. We have just a 60-game sprint. So any of you who believe that the Tigers can actually make the playoffs, pay $1 for being silly. That's just silly. But for those of you who think they can't make it, have some optimism. Pay another $1. So we're going to get to the what you guys know, I know is your second favorite part of my sergeant program, when I give you all kinds of stupid historic facts that happened on this day in history. July 24th, 1701, Cadillac established Fort Pontchartrain, which is now the great city of Detroit. So any of you who have called Detroit home, enjoyed anything down in the great city of Detroit, because we need to get my coffers back up with the fines for sergeants. So any of you that have ever been down to the great city of Detroit, please pay $1. I also seem to find every time I'm doing this, something connected to Watergate. And back in 1974 on this date, the Supreme Court told President Nixon he had to turn over the tapes. So with that, I'm going to find all the past and present presidents of our club $1 for their leadership and their wisdom for not having tapes recording all the misdeeds that may or may not have happened. back in 1911, the lost city of, or the Incan settlement, Machu Picchu. Now, if I'm saying that right, that's great. I just felt like saying it because it looked like a fun word to say. So I'll just pay $1 for that one. Also back in 1866, Tennessee was the first state readmitted into the Union after the Civil War. So now we don't have to have a passport to go to Dollywood or Nash Vegas or go get some ribs or listen to some blues in Memphis. And for all of you who've enjoyed any of those places or this little liquid that they have from Lynchburg, Tennessee, if you've enjoyed that, I would ask you all to pay $1 for that. Two great movies. On July 24th, back in 1952, High Noon was released. And in 1998, Saving Private Ryan. Now, if you've seen those movies, pay $1. And I know that we're getting younger in Rotary, and that's our goal. So for those of you who may be a little too young, if you've heard of those movies, pay $1. Or if you think your parents might have seen those movies, you go ahead and pay $1. That should encompass just about everybody at that point. We'll get to birthdays real quick. 1897, Amelia Earhart was born, July 24th, 1897. Any pilots out there? Again, you don't necessarily have to be on this Zoom call to get fined. So I personally want to find Eric Joy for that one. But any pilots, anybody who's fancy themselves to be, a pilot, go ahead and pay $1. 1969, Jennifer Lopez was born, and I like saying Jennifer Lopez, thinking of her every now and then. 1964, July 24th, Barry Bonds. It's baseball, and I'm thinking of Barry Bonds. And Barry Bonds did get better with age, and might have been artificially enhanced, but he did get better with age. I would like to find Penny Joy, Dale Ugella, and Sandy Miley for all getting better with age without any benefit of banned substances. Thank you very much. And you guys are all inspirations. And in honor of Captain Rotary being here, I want to talk about one of my favorite superheroes that was born on this date in 1951, Linda Carter, who happened to play Wonder Woman. Always going to make me smile. And so I'll pay $1 for thinking of Linda Carter once again. And now I'm going to get to your favorite part of my Sergeant program. I yield the rest of my time to the President. Thank you.
Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Well done. Well done. So we are moving along, and I'm going to turn it over. We're at the program portion of our meeting, which, as you all know, is the official district governor of Super District 6400 visit to our club. We're doing it a little bit different this year than we have in past years, for obvious reasons. But it'll be great. No, I've gotten a chance to meet and spend some time with Noel over the past year or so, and it's going to be an exciting year. He's got a lot of great things planned. And I'm going to turn it over to Russ Jones to introduce him.
Thank you, John, and good afternoon, everyone. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce District 6400 District Governor, Dr. Noel Jackson. Noel joined the Rotary Club of Trenton in 2004 and served as president in 2012 and 13. He was motivated to be part of an organization with the incredible dream of eradicating polio from the face of the earth. And he is currently the district governor of District 6400 for this Rotary year. Noel has shared his vocational and Rotary project passions in India, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Ghana, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Detroit. He was involved in providing dental services and education, water projects, polio immunizations, community and economic development, and creation of schools and dental clinics. At the district level, he's been involved with youth exchange grants, Launch Detroit, membership, conference planning, and polio fundraising. He currently seeks out Rotary adventures, attending 8 international Rotary conventions and donning his alter ego, Captain Rotary, to skydive for polio or simply making a child smile. Noel is a major donor, Paul Harris Society member, benefactor, Bequest Society member, and he and his wife Debbie are Arch Clump Society members. He is a recipient of the COG Award, District Foundation Service Award, and Regional Polio Fundraising Award. Additionally, he is a member of the Rotary Action Groups for Peace, WashRag, which is Water and Sanitation and Health Rotary Action Group, Microfinance, and Environmental Sustainability. Noel lives in Trenton, Michigan, began his dental career in 1979, and is the senior owner dentist at JSP Dental in Trenton, Michigan. He was awarded the Alpha Kappa Psi National Dental Honor Society Award. He attained the Master of General Dentistry Award through the Academy of General Dentistry and is striving to attain the Lifelong Learning Award. Noel married wife Debbie in 1973. They have 3 adult children. He is proud that they are kind, caring, and social-minded individuals. He and Debbie also have twin grandsons who light up their lives. Debbie enjoys sharing Rotary adventures. Dr. Jackson's tagline for this Rotary year as District Governor is, "Be a hero, human engaging Rotary opportunities." I would ask you to stand and welcome our 2020-21 District Governor and my friend, Dr. Noel Jackson. Noel, unmute yourself.
Thanks, Russ. That was an amazing introduction. So thanks a lot. Thanks for doing the short version of that for me. I appreciate it very much. That you're supposed to laugh at that part, Ed. Okay, I can see your faces there. So okay, started out a couple years ago doing all of the planning and dreaming for being district governor, and it sure seems like the last 5-6 months, a lot of things have changed. And so we're like rethinking things, redoing things. And, when I look back, there was a point where in the early days of the COVID experience, people were like, oh, Rotary is going dark, and oh, what are we going to do? And so forth. And what I'm seeing is that Rotary clubs are totally getting things together. They're totally communicating. They're engaging into new formats, and the work and the basic heart of Rotary is moving on. And I was really moved when James was talking about community service activities and how we may not be doing so much with like writing checks, but maybe more hands-on types of things. So these are some things that I think we have to look forward to this year in terms of, I don't want to use the word reinventing ourselves, but I would say using the types of basic resources that we've always had available to us in Rotary. So, I'm just wondering, do I have a chance to share my screen here?
You should be able to. If
it says you cannot share screen while the other participant is sharing. Okay. All right. So now I get to go to share screen. Now, very good. Let's see here. See if I can get my technology going here the way I want it to. Okay. So can everybody, wait a second here. All right, can everybody see what I'm seeing?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, working on this year, you do all of this planning, and there's a number of people here that I have to acknowledge because, being district governor is really not a one-man show. There are so many people, I look at so many different people across the district, and I just call them like the pillars. And, you got people like Russ Jones, and you got people like, I'll just say Ed Schultz has just been an amazing pillar and support for me. Paul Sincock, and I hope, I don't want to miss anybody's names here, but there's so many people that have been so amazing to me to help me get through this and make this a meaningful experience for our district. I do want to mention like a lot of my graphics and design work Liz Smith has helped me with, and she has been such a delight to work with. And we got so much other support throughout the district. I could go on a long time talking about that, but I just want to let you know I have such appreciation in my heart for all of the things that have been happening in the district and to keep things moving along. So this year, our Rotary International theme is Rotary Opens Opportunities. And I honestly didn't know that was going to be the theme when I put together the theme, Be a Hero, Human Engaging Rotary Opportunities. So in my mind, I like to think that Be a Hero is actually super engaging the concept of Rotary Opens Opportunities. Sometimes in Rotary, it's hard to see what all those opportunities are out there. And then sometimes you see the opportunities, maybe like in Rotarian Magazine, but you wonder how you can get involved in those. So we'll talk about that just a little bit here. I do have a pre-prepared official visit video, and I'd like to share that with you, and then we can talk a little bit about that afterwards here. So let me just see if I can get this to play here for us. The technology is going to work. Thanks.
I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I do believe that good things are happening. This is the opening line from the Rotary District 6400 song, Peace Chain. In the middle of a pandemic and social unrest due to racial injustice, you may ask, why can I be optimistic? Because in the face of adversity, according to Rotary leadership, we were built for this. Who else knows and loves their communities as Rotarians do? And who is as willing to rebuild and help heal? In some ways, we have been preparing for this challenge since Paul Harris started the first Rotary Service Project in 1905. Rotarians are positioned as community leaders to help rebuild, reform, and reshape our communities so that together we can unite across political, ethnic, and economic gaps that divide us. We can build communities based on care, service for one another. As we explore and work in our communities, we have the opportunity to find like-minded people that are doing positive things for their community. I like to think of these people as Rotarians, but they just don't know it yet. These people and organizations are links in a chain, the peace chain. The peace chain helps us to get to know someone and acknowledge them with a link award. We're telling them how great they are before we tell them how great we are. The peace chain will help us reach out to the community and help with gaining quality membership in our connection and collaboration with like-minded individuals and organizations. I look forward to telling you more about this innovative tool. Of course, a party is involved. The Peace Chain celebration, more coming to you on that. International President Holger Kanak theme this year is Rotary Opens Opportunities. This year, our district's theme is Be a Hero, Human Engaging Rotary Opportunities. I can tell you so many amazing stories about how 1, 2, 3, or more Rotarians have engaged Rotary opportunities. And amazing, incredible, magical things have happened. Things like a junior hospital in Ethiopia serving 30,000 people a year, water projects in Africa, Central America, and India, saving countless people from death, or starting business programs in Detroit, literacy projects, building schools, or eradicating polio by 99.99%. Humans engaging Rotary opportunities. Even though we have had great success, many new and established Rotarians join for service, but never engage Rotary opportunities. Maya Angelou said that she had many clouds in her life, many hard times, but inside of every cloud, there was always a rainbow. There was always somebody who helped her through her hard times. So she would say, prepare yourself to be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud. This takes us to the Rainbow Connection. The Rainbow Connection is like a menu of service opportunities that can connect Rotarians to our district with their service passions, thereby accentuating and enhancing their Rotary experience. Literally a menu of service opportunities, giving choices and a way to connect and share. Sometimes I like to think, if someone says, I'm hungry, and you say, well, go eat something, they go, well, what is there to eat? If somebody says, I'm hungry, you say, what do you want to eat? And you say, well, here's the menu. We've got shrimp scampi, we have spaghetti and meatballs, we have tacos, what would you like? And then they choose their preference. And that's kind of the concept behind the Rainbow Connection. It provides those defined service opportunities with real professionals to help you. So these Rainbow Connections bring together like-minded and experienced Rotarians to be able to do more good in the world. To help make the connections and facilitate the actions of the connections, we have two CEOs, Chief Engagement Officers. Chris Sorensen is the US CEO, and Peggy Little is on the Canadian side. We look to each one of these Rainbow Connections to grow organically. I've been asked what the goals are for the district. They can be summed up in one word: more. More members, more engagement, more friendship, more diversity, and more added value for membership. For more friendship and cohesiveness in the district, I've started the Governor's Circle. It's a not so exclusive club. All members will be invited to meet up with the governor at select events. The first 500 will receive the FOG pin, F-O-G, Friend of the Governor. One event is going to be skydiving for polio. Along with it will be a party afterwards, a picnic at a lake house, August 15th. You don't have to jump to attend. Other events will follow. This official visit video is meant to orient and help get communications to the clubs early. Not a replacement for the official visit, either a Zoom visit or an in-person visit. Once again, I've been happy lately thinking about the good things to come, and I really do think that we are going to have an outstanding year. And don't forget, our big reward at the end of the year is the grand experience, May 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, 2021, at the historic Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I've been happy lately.
Sorry about that. I'm working on my technology here. Okay, so let me just, can everybody hear me still? Somebody there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. So let me just talk a little bit about the Rainbow Connection. The Rainbow Connection right now, I'd have to count there, but I think we've got about 15 different connections. We have reputable chair people that are in charge of each one of these. And it's actually being put together right now. We're creating a catalog or an online magazine of each one of these individual connections. So you can go to the catalog, click on any one of these individual Rainbow Connections, and you'll get your connection information about who to contact, the types of projects that they've been working on, future projects, and that type of information. So you can kind of scroll through and look at different things that you might be interested in. So some things have already been happening with the Rainbow Connections. And this is what I'm looking at. Each one of these, to me, seems to be almost like a miniature Rotary action group within our own district. So it's a place where Rotarians from each one of the clubs, if they have these individual interests, can go there and amplify their interests and possibly bring back those same, that information and interest to their clubs. So for instance, the drug and opioid addiction group, they're already starting to put together some projects, and it's really interesting. What's really interesting to me is this group is coming together and building. They're actually, even though it's a Zoom type format, they're building friendships online, and they're coming up with projects to do. One of the projects is these backpacks for angels. And angels are people that show up in a program called Hope Not Handcuffs, where participating police departments will receive people who want to get into drug treatment. So it's a really innovative program, and we've got people from our district that are starting to work on that and participate with that. Another one of the areas that I'm really excited about is that fellowship and fundraising, which is being headed up by Tracy Sincock. This year, more than ever, we need to collaborate and bring our best and brightest minds together on fundraising activities for this year. So, look to that connection as a resource for how we might move forward this year financially and help our clubs to maybe come up with some really innovative ideas. So, I really want to thank Tracy for taking on that particular course. So, lots of times people say, well, how do I get involved with an international project? And of course, this year with very little travel with COVID, it's a little bit difficult. But now we have international humanitarian projects. All of the projects across the district are going to be cataloged in one area. There'll be ways to access each one of these international trips or projects and be able to figure out a way to participate in them. One that's very exciting to me is the Peace and Conflict Resolution Rainbow Connection. That's being headed up by Fred Pearson, our own expert at Wayne State, who runs a Peace and Conflict department. So we've got real professionals helping us, and they're already working on some online, I'll just say, kind of town hall communication type of activities to start working in that area. So I can go on. Each one of these areas has really fantastic people working, and we'll see if we can't get some really interesting things going on. Also, a lot of these connections will have activities that don't cost a lot of money to get involved with. And one of them will be water, not water and sanitation, but is going to be environmental sustainability. There's a plan that's evolving where all of the districts on the Canadian side and the US side surrounding Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, Detroit River, and Lake St. Clair are going to collaborate on an Earth Day watershed cleanup project. And so this will give us an opportunity to collaborate with a lot of districts, a lot of other Rotarians, and also other organizations in our community that are doing good things. So, I'm really looking for Rotary and Rotary clubs to look outward to collaborate with other groups to enhance our abilities to deliver service to our community. So, you'll be hearing more about the Rainbow Connection as we move along. And of course, each one of you has the Peace Chair in your club, and that's comes to the Peace Chain. And the Peace Chain is an innovative way to acknowledge people, find out and acknowledge people or organizations in your community that are already doing good things, and bring them in and be able to give them a link award and acknowledge them and find out more about them. There's a little bio that goes along with the Link Award, so you can find out more information about them and maybe how they might need volunteers or help. And it's an opportunity to possibly have this person either become a Rotarian or a friend of Rotary. And of course, it's always good to have lots of friends. And eventually these friends may become Rotarians also. For more friendship and connection across our district, we've got the Governor's Circle. And with the Governor's Circle, we had our first event last night. It was called the Governor's Meetup. It was at Smuggler's Run in Trenton. And we had a bunch of people that came together, and we took some pictures and handed out fog pins. The next big fog event, or Governor's Circle event, is going to be skydiving for polio. And that's going to be August 15th. Let me see, do I have that one? So that's going to be August 15th, and it's going to be at Napoleon Airport. It's called Skydive Tecumseh, and you can come and skydive if you'd like, or you can come out and support the skydivers. And there's going to be a party afterwards at a nearby lake. Our Dean of Assistant Governors, Bruce Diven, is going to be hosting a party, kind of a cookout type of thing, at his lake house. So please come out and have a great time. And of course, if you do come out, you're going to get a fog pin. And then coming up, we have a real opportunity in front of us to get together at the end of the year, May 6th, 7th, and 8th. And I'll just kind of let my buddy here, Mike McCullough, give you a few words.
Hello, everybody. On behalf of Captain Rotary and soon-to-be District Governor Noel Jackson, along with my co-chair, Roseanne Gigranda, I want to extend to you an invitation to join us in person for next year's grand experience at the magnificent Grand Hotel, May 6th through 9th, 2021. This is where friends, family, and heroes gather to celebrate our family of Rotary reunion. The grand experience package will be more than a district conference or a discount. It includes the ambiance of world-famous Grand Hotel with its unique and eclectic rooms. Grand Hotel is known for its world-class cuisine. The Grand Hotel buffet is over 175 feet long, and it's a smorgasbord. The sumptuous dinners will be ordered off the menu with your choice of desserts. I gotta recommend the pecan ball. Then there's the value proposition. For the past year, our committee has researched online to find the best Grand Hotel deal available. Well, guess what? The results are in. The Rotary package will save you over $647.22. That's nearly $1,000 Canadian. And remember, kids 12 and under eat and sleep free. You can't stay home for less than that. In addition, the early bird registration is only $75 for the next 2 weeks. Plus, you're going to be automatically registered for the Sweet Deal raffle, a chance for an upgrade in your room. But wait, there's more. The next 30 that register will receive a free box of genuine Mackinac fudge. I invite you to sign up today. Go to www.rotary6400.org, look for Captain Rotary on the left-hand side, and click on it. Simple as that. Folks, it's time to get back together again. So let's get back to Mac and enjoy the grand experience with family, friends, and our superheroes. You'll be glad that you did. This is going to be a lot of fun. Come on and join me. Thank you.
Okay, hey, is there anybody that can resist Mike McCullough's pitch? If there is, please just don't say you can resist him. You know, please just fill out that card. We've got, I sent a bunch of you. Yep, there you go. Russ Jones has the card up there. You can see that. It's very easy to fill out. You can also go directly and sign up online, which what I hear is so easy, it's unbelievable. So if you can, when we leave this meeting today, if you could go you're right in front of your computer now, you could just flip right over to Rotary 6400 and go into the website, click on Captain Rotary, and please register. Right now, we've got, I think, about 260 people registered. I've got a committee, promotional committee. They say they're shooting for like over 600. So it's going to be a really grand experience for everybody. And anybody who's not there, I'm going to be feeling bad for you, because the experience that you're going to miss is going to be incredible. So a couple other things we've got to do before we're done here. I want to go through your packet real quick. Everybody in your packet got one of these trifolds. Russ, can you hold the trifold up? This is the Rainbow Experience trifold. It kind of really explains a little bit about what we're trying to do with these connections on the Rainbow Experience, Rainbow Connection. Another one is the Governor's Golf Outing, and that's coming up September 21st. On the American side, it's going to be at the Dearborn Country Club, and on the Canadian side, we don't know where it's going to be, but we're looking to have it on the same day, and we're going to have a parallel golf outing on the Canadian side that same day. And then also in your packet, those of you, you might have gotten a little hero, or there's a shero in there also. So we've got female Captain Rotary and also the male Captain Rotary. And actually, he comes in several different skin tones also. So, you know, whatever you want, we've got that for you. Take these Captain Rotaries, drive around with them. They're kind of like a good luck charm. If you get frustrated at a stoplight, you can kind of just squeeze them and have a good time that way. So kind of have a good time with those. I put a couple of pins in your bags, and one of the pins is the big red Be a Hero. And if you can wear those this year, so when you know, I see you out different places, if you got that pin on, it's really going to warm my heart, and I really appreciate it. The other thing that y'all got is the Adventures of Captain Rotary, and I want to tell you that you know, Rotary connects the world. And one of the cool things is I got connected with a comic book artist in Windsor. And this guy does Spider-Man for Marvel Comics. And I got to spend several weeks working with him on developing this comic book. It's got some really true stories about adventures in our district, and it talks about some people that have been involved with that. So that's kind of a fun thing. And I do have several thousand copies of these. And if you'd like to do a literacy project with some group of kids, I think I could help fund you with some free comic books, okay? So, and if you have a little bit of money left over, if you can make a donation towards polio, that would be a good thing too. But think about the literacy project. Seriously, when they do a run on these comic books, they run about 5,000 of them in a run. So I've got comic books, and I'd love to share them with clubs that might want to do a literacy project. Now, moving on, your club has, I'm giving out Be a Hero. It's hard to see here, coming up here. Anyway, it's an award. John, were you able to get that award? So anyway, I've got an award here. It's Be a Hero, Human Engaging Rotary Opportunities. And this is celebrating the hero in acknowledgement of your outstanding engagement in Rotary opportunities to the Rotary Club of Plymouth. And your club hero, the one who engages the opportunities in your club, is Maria Morrow. And it says here, to put it briefly, Marie is the behind-the-scenes genius that keeps all the pieces and parts moving and makes it possible for the club to do our work and others to engage Rotary opportunities. So congratulations, Maria. You are the one, yes, big time. Thank you so much. So I hope you enjoy that award. And the last award, John, you've got something heavy in your bag there. You could hold that up. This is the Master Link Award. With the Peace Chain, we're finding those individuals or organizations that create strength, stability, and the peacefulness of the community. And in your community, your Rotary Club is like the master link in the Peace Chain. And so I'm giving this award here to John in recognition of your entire club being a master link in the peacefulness of your community. So thank you. And thank you, John, for what you're going to do this year for your club. Thank you. So with that, if anyone has any questions or thoughts, you know, I can just wrap up and we can go into the board meeting. Or does anyone have any questions? I do want to acknowledge Penny Joy. She's going to be the Peace Chair. And as the Peace Chair, she has kind of the job of accumulating Link Awards and helping to facilitate that. But she'll also be a person that our Rainbow Connection Peace and Conflict Resolution group will be able to communicate with and be able to pass information along to your club. And hopefully we'll develop a little bit more awareness of some of the peace activities that take place, not only in our district, but across the Rotary International world. And it gives us a chance to collaborate or connect with the Rotary Action Group for Peace. So Penny, your job can be as small or as big as you want to make it. So, but you've got a lot of opportunities that are being opened for you this year, and hopefully you'll engage those. So thanks, Penny.
Okay, any questions or comments or for Dr. Noel?
So one thing I'd like to say, I would rather, I don't know how my name always gets doctor in front of it, but in Rotary, we always go by first names. So just call me Noel, DG Noel. I actually answer to just about anything. So.
All right. Well, thank you. Any questions? All right.
Okay. And one last, I just want to say, I really want to thank the support that I get from my Assistant Governor, Russ Jones. Great job.
Okay. Thank you, DG Noel and Russ. I know talked to Russ quite a bit over the last couple weeks, and I'm sure a lot more conversations to come. So looking forward to a great year. Going to be exciting, different. We're going to have to adapt, but we will do it, and we will get there.
John, we have Paul Harris's too, also.
Yeah, yes, we do. Yep. If you want to go ahead and do those.
I do. I'm ready for those. So if we can have all the Paul Harris people kind of lean forward. We have Carol Suchek, who's going to be getting her first Paul Harris Award. And then we have, well, I'll go through and name all of these other ones. I'm going to start off with the first Paul Harris Award, because that's kind of special when you first start to get that. So the Paul Harris Award is named after the founder of Rotary International, of course, Paul Harris. And he did the ultimate magic trick, where from 1905, meeting with 3 other friends, he turned the organization into 1.2 million people. So there's something behind it that makes it amazing. And I think the more you engage Rotary, the more amazing it gets to be. So this is in recognition of $1,000 contribution to the Rotary Foundation. And this gift to the foundation helps with its educational and humanitarian programs. It makes a commitment to a better life for people across the world. people that you may never meet. It's a very selfless action. And I would like to say the Rotary Foundation is not something that just exists way out there. The Rotary Foundation is a very real thing within our district. We just, a couple of years ago, finished up a large $500,000 project with a regional junior hospital in Ethiopia that serves 30,000 people a year. We have numerous water projects that our district has put together throughout Ghana, Africa, Central America, India, and other places. So the Rotary Foundation, even though sometimes we think of it as something that's out there that's just working on polio or something else, it very much interfaces with our lives here in the district, and very close to our hearts, or at least to my heart, is what it's done with Launch Detroit and our ability to actually have an outstanding world-class program right within our own district. And for some of you, you might not know, right now we're working on a mega grant from the Rotary Foundation for a Launch Detroit Biz Hub, which will actually be a location that we'll be able to have like an incubator for startup businesses and so forth. So it's a great way of community development and microfinance. So with your $1,000, you're going to be making a difference all around the world for a long time. And thank you for joining the group of Rotarians that are Paul Harris recipients. So with that, presenting you with your Paul Harris pin, and hopefully you also get a Paul Harris pendant, and congratulations on your Paul Harris. Now, I would like to say that you get your Paul Harris, and what an outstanding thing, but there's more. You get to actually have like Paul Harris +1, Paul Harris +2, so on and so forth. And then once you get past a certain level, you get to become a major donor. And then if you really start investing and being part of the Rock, you can go on and become like an Arch Clump Society member. So there's a lot of opportunities, but you start out on this path one step at a time. And you've started out, Carol, with the Paul Harris. So we have a bunch of other people that have added to their Paul Harrises. So let me just start here. We have Penny Joy, Paul Harris +2, congratulations. We have Art Gulick, Paul Harris +3. We have Chuck Barris +5, Kirk Cohn +5, Kent Early +5. We have Russ Jones +6. We have CJ Lang +7, and our own Paul Sincock +8. So thank you all for supporting the Rotary Foundation and allowing it to do the amazing things that it does.
Thank you, DG Noel, and congratulations, and thank you to all the Paul Harris recipients. We'll wrap up here in just a minute. There are a couple announcements, some updates on that a couple Dave Willett and Penny Joy had that I forgot to have them do during the announcement. So we'll do those real quick, and then we will get everybody on their way. So Dave or Penny, whichever. Penny, go ahead. I can see you're on my screen, Penny, so go ahead and
I got to unmute here.
there you go. You got it.
Okay. Two things. I'm sorry, John. The Days for Girls team met yesterday and packed 208 kits. And so they're ready to go whenever we can ship things out of the country. And I thank you for your support in helping make this giant humanitarian effort possible. The second thing I wanted to give you an update on is I talked to Carolyn Butler yesterday, Art Butler's wife. And, you know, as you all know, I think Art has been battling lymphoma. He is scheduled for a T-cell transplant on August 7th. They have harvested T-cells and sent them from Art and sent them to California to be re-engineered. And then on August 7th, they will be transplanted back into his body to fight the lymphoma. So please keep Art and Carolyn in your thoughts and prayers. Send them a card. They'd love to hear from us. So that's the update on them. They're very excited, very positive.
Thank you, Penny. Dave?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. It's always sad when we lose somebody that we know, but many of you remember Ed Wendover and his wife Sally. And Sally was diagnosed with cancer about 4 years ago, and old hippie that he is, Ed tricked out a old school bus like a camper, and they've been traveling the country for 4 years, getting Sally the treatment that she needed. But things deteriorated. She passed away this last week, and I stayed in touch with Ed through the years. So, you know, he's doing well, back in Plymouth this weekend to take care of some things. And he says he's planning some, what he calls a celebration for Sally out at Carl's Cabin sometime in the future. But he was certainly part of our Plymouth community for many years, and I told him that I would let the club know.
Thanks, Dave. All righty, we will wrap this up. The board members are going to stay on. Everybody else can go about your day, but the club board folks